Good morning, everyone. As you've been told, my background is essentially 18 years information security. For 6 years of my life, I was an ethical hacker. What does ethical mean? Ethical in the sense I was paid and had permission to gain access to the Fortune 100 organizations throughout the world. Before I start my presentations, I just want to put a disclaimer up. I'm going to be showing you some content, some tools which potentially are freely available on the internet, and essentially as long as you can use a mouse, you can use these tools and conduct a lot of the attacks and security breaches that I'm going to highlight today. So if you are going to use these tools or play with them, it's your responsibility. It's not mine, it's not eCrime Wales, okay? So you take full ownership and permission on using them. So, what does information security mean to yourselves? Anyone? Is it a business enabler? Hands up. Yes? No? Does it benefit your business? Yes? Okay. How many senior managers do we have here? None. Wow. We have no senior management here. Okay. Do you have a clue about information security? Yes? No? Has anyone come across 5 basic principles of information security? Has anyone heard the term of confidentiality? Integrity, availability, accountability, and auditability. If you haven't come across these principles, you do not understand information security. Confidentiality, what does it mean? Who can access your data? What information can they see? Integrity, how true is that data? A very, very good example is a very large online shop, let's say. 4 years ago, I was involved with them. They had an integrity attack. A hacker had gained access, changed the value of the product from £90 to £9. 1 month later, the ERP system kicked in, placed another order with their supplier. 1 month later, the same happened. At the end of the quarter, they looked at their P&L. They had the fastest selling product in the history still to date. However, they had a huge loss. Availability. We're all pushing our systems, our servers, our web applications onto the web. What happens if the availability of those systems are pulled, the plug's pulled? It has a huge impact on your business. Accountability and auditability are some very, very important elements of information security. You need to make yourselves accountable and prove that there is an audit trail for everything that happens on your network. A very, very good example was, I was an expert witness for the NHS. An individual was caught downloading paedophile material. It went to court. It was chucked out of court because there was 5 instances of that same individual on the network using the same username and password. They had no audit trail, and they could not make that individual accountable. So we've got this dilemma. We either have too much security or too little security, and we need to get the balance. And it's not hard to do. It's very, very, very simple. Different parts of your network are vulnerable. You've got internal servers, you've got wireless networks, you've got voice over IP systems. Everything is web-enabled now. Everything has an IP address. And guess what? If it has an IP address, it can be compromised very easily. So, this is where it gets very complicated. We have a number of options here for you to decide what you would like me to talk about. The first option is theft of the customer or employee data. Very interactive live hacking. I vote that one. Network attack. What are the latest attacks? How are people gaining access to your networks? And it's invisible. The third one is federated ID. The fourth one, website vandalism. If you like Banksy or graffiti and you want to see live websites that have been hacked today, may even be yours, we're going to go onto some hackers' websites, we will see them real time, there and then. The companies that will appear won't even be aware they've been hacked into. And then we have spam, malware, and phasing. So, please could all of you select 3 presentations you would like to see today. Okay, so let's start with theft of customer or employee data, please. If we, great. It's 26. So as I said, how do hackers gain access to your networks? How do I get access to your customers, your databases, your information, your IP? How do I change your reputation of your business? What are the risks? There are many risks to your business. Reputation, brand, image, these have huge value to yourselves. Competitor advantage. I've been involved in a number of instances in many countries where a competitor has gained access to their competitor to get their databases, their information. Ethics, due care. You have to provide due care to your customers, to your employees, that you are taking care of that data. Compliance, PCI. Anyone who's retaining data protection, you have to provide due of care. Business continuity. All businesses now are reliant on IT. If your IT systems go down for a day, an hour, a minute, it has a huge impact on your business. What are the types of threats? We have many types of threats. Denial of service. Unfortunately, we can't prevent those. A lot of those is down to the internet service providers. Website defacement. How can I change your brand instantly without you knowing? Viruses and worms. There's many, many out there. And they're very, very easy to catch as well. Data sniffing and spoofing. I'm going to show you some techniques with some of the slides that on the voting, how easy it is to sniff data, in particular passwords. Unauthorized access. Do you know I could make an organization more secure by not having a firewall or any other security product, just utilizing the abilities within Microsoft or any other OS by access control? Who is accessing your data? Why are they accessing it? Do they need to access it? Malicious code, port scanning, wireless attacks.